Yeah. Hello and welcome to Val Barnes View. We are here with my little sister, Sydney. That's her name. I'm Val. You know what's up. You know what's good. And today we have a awesome vinyl that Sid is showing me, just like Jen's, if you remember him from a couple days ago. Let me show you something that proves that I win the best freaking present gifter in the world. I gifted her this, which found in Seattle. She only signed a couple copies in the store, and I couldn't even find other people selling it. So read it and weep, Laufey lovers. Also, shout out to you if you are a female. We are at a 99% male audience. I'm hoping this one will bring in some of the more, feminine viewers. And yeah.
I'm literally the best!
If you want to see this episode fully uncut, Patreon $2, and I've always been here. It's a seamless transition. Bye-bye! We are listening to Bewitched by the lovely Laufey. Let's just get into it. Track 1, Dreamer.
Let me be a dreamer. Let me float.
Ooh. Good start. I only knew Laufey from two things, and that is From the Start and everyone on TikTok that's like, I hate all the people that says she's jazz. She said so many times she's not jazz. So I know those two things. But good. I liked how, instrumentally it was all good. It had different flows. The start of it reminded me of Fallout. Dare I say, well, I mean, this might be recency bias, but I do think I like it more than From the Start, just because it's more going on.
I will say, so I just did a speech about Laufey, and across multiple of her songs, she is jazz. But she likes to describe it as a mix of like bossa nova and jazz. It is like a low key, but it still has that build up when it's like, no voice gonna be so smart. I love that part.
That's another thing. I liked how punchy it was. I liked how, instrumentally it wasn't the same thing throughout. We are just gonna jump into the second song, second best.
Into it, she is a goddess. Her new single is called Goddess, but she is so good with her vibrato and like having that just like twinge that like makes you like, I don't know if it's like a minor chord or whatever you call it, a little bit off, that adds that like feeling of like.
Things that stood out to me in that were definitely her voice. This is like the first time I've listened to an album that was like fully jazz or fully bossa nova. All the jazz I've listened to and jazz like stuff, if you're gonna see this and get pissed at me because I said jazz,
Blame me.
yeah,
me.
it's a blanket statement. But it's just been like the La La Land soundtrack or albums that are just instrumental. This is what I've been looking for though. Because I've liked this music in like I said before, video games like Fallout and Cuphead, you know, the harmony in there reminded me of the Barbershop Quartet. I need something like this so I could point back at this instead of gosh darn Cuphead. Lyrically, it's also been very good. I'm guessing it will continue to be good. On to track number 3, Haunted. Also all sounds like live instrumentation. I think the thing that sprung out to me on that one, I wasn't really paying attention to the lyrics, but I liked when the instrumentals went with her voice. Like it's sort of like there's like at the end of some of the verses that ended with like, you know, strings going with her, you know, same tone, same melody. I like that a lot in my music.
Whenever I like hum a song or whatever, I always like tap the beat with like my teeth or something, and it's just like it works so perfectly with it because it's just like that perfect like I don't know. I can't. But
Yeah.
I this one also just like I think mainly this whole album's just like about unrequited love. I think this one she's a bit more accepting of it.
Yeah, I'm not at all educated like she is. You've seen it.
Do you have any guess of what dynamics means?
Does it correlate to the mix of everything?
It's just falling.
So yes. On to track number 4, Must Be Loved.
It's like the world's playing a joke, laughing at me for falling foolishly again. But something's different with you. I'm all in, I'm falling, can't get back up.
Woo! A little bit of plucking action.
Lost in your wonderland, I hope I'm never found. There's no one else around. Tongue-tied, come
Damn.
kiss me, convince me.
Near the start, you get like a little taste of like when she says tongue tied, and then at the end when she like completely ramps it up and like
Yeah, that was the first one that surprised me in that way. Since I was just expecting more of the same, more or less. But that was the first one where I was like, oh, this one's like bigger than the others.
I love that one so much because like the ending, it's like so it builds that tension with that like certain like those half steps moving up, and it just like the I don't want to say climax because that word is used deviously, but like the like main point, the main emphasis is so enjoyable. So like
It like busts at the end. It like busts in the grand old
literally
way.
everywhere. Just
No! On to song number 5, While You Were Sleeping. The thing that this was the well, I mean, it wasn't the song, but I just want to speak on her storytelling since she does it well, and I like storytelling in my music. You know, number one Tyler fan here. I love it. I feel like overall, so far, I like this album mainly because I'll have something nice to listen to. Not that I don't have that now, but I wonder where the rest of this album's gonna go since, you know, all sounds pretty similar so far. But I feel like each song has had a defining characteristic.
All of these songs are like different stages in love, and I love it.
It's like Igor.
So with this one, you can like there's like a lighter tone. The key is like higher, and it's like I can't remember the song before it. Wait, what? Yeah. Which has more of a like focused downwards singing, and then with while you were sleeping, it's more upwards because she's like now having this new love. She's falling in love and like having a new crush, which is so like joyous and giddy, and I love it.
That's why I like that you're here because I have not been catching the overall the story of the album. I assume that there was one here, but like,
you know, yeah, it's like it's not a complete like well, at least from what I know, it's not like a complete step by step like story, but they each have a story.
On to track number.
I love that one because first of all, when it gets like super like loud and intense on the like
Second verse.
yeah,
Chorus.
it's like
It's the chorus.
Yeah, the chorus. And she has like that specific word emphasis, and I was like when I picked up my phone, she has this like nice pace, and like my choir teacher taught me this thing, I forgot the exact words, but like think about these three different phrases and like what the difference is. So I love you, and I love you.
It's like when they do that to every word, where they're like, "I did not." It's like I can't. The only. I don't know. It's like what you did, but with sentences to make it silly.
Okay. I get what you mean. Yeah.
I mean, it's another big one, another magma opus to everything else. That one caught my attention. Yeah, I don't got much to add to a lot of these since I feel like it's another thing where they speak for themselves. There's nothing too outlandish in the lyrics to point out. On to track number 7, California.
I thought that you were the one.
Okay. I love this one too because it's very like obviously she got like broken up with and like was left and it just like she has that like certain tone and like the correct notes to like bring that sorrowful and like bitter like ugh, like kind of feeling.
Yeah. I definitely am. I feel like I'm hearing this on a very surface level since it's sort of my first time listening to it. And like some other things, like it's hot as hell in this room. So it's not exactly easy to pay attention. It's 80 degrees in here. But yeah, I liked it. I liked the flow of everything. Everything was very nice. I also feel like it would help a little bit if I had someone in my brain to put in all these scenarios. But I don't right now. On to track number 8, Nocturne. This one's an interlude, so I messed with that one. That one goes crazy.
Mm-hmm. Back to like our elementary school teacher telling us to like create imagery or whatnot. It's like what I wanted to say, but I like couldn't think of how to put it into words until now. Was like it doesn't even have to like relate to like oh like this song is about love. I should relate it to like some girl that I'm like talking to. It's like something stupid like that. Like music is anything you interpret it to, and like with that song it can be something that's like happened to you, or you can create your own like movie and cinematic experience in your head. It can just be like something simple like I don't know, like a bunny in a meadow.
This is turned into music class, man. I feel like I'll take back the simple remark because I feel like it's more so like I feel like the pinnacle of music for me on first listens is hearing something I've never heard before or never thought could be possible with music. I feel like with this stuff, it's all very good, but I feel like I could hear it in most places. To where it's not bad, it's not,
Yeah. With like family events, we always usually are the ones like playing music, and every now and then my dad has to be like, okay, Sydney's the one
Yeah.
that's gonna play the music because mine's more general. It's not as experimental and like
Yeah, I like weird music.
yes, and I love. I'm like a very open person to like so many different genres of music, so it's like there's a lot of times where I'm just like talking with like a new friend about music, and they're like, "Oh, I don't know if you'd like this," and I was like, "Let me have a listen. Like, trust
Exactly.
me, I can find something that I like out of like almost anything."
On to track number 9.
I really love that one. I can relate to it because I had the line where it's like, I I shouldn't have, I wouldn't have if it wasn't for the side of a boy who looked just like you. I I had the same thing. So there was this guy and yada yada. Then we weren't talking anymore. But then the new season of Heartstopper came out, and one guy from that show looked just like him. So I texted him, and we like hung out. It was great.
I related the bits and pieces of that,
Mm-hmm.
where I can't point out specifics, but I liked it. Onto a underground hood banger, track number 10, From the Start.
I love this.
Else. Maybe it's just because I know it a lot, but I feel like this one feels like the most formulaic. On to track number 11, Misty.
Look at me.
That one, I feel like I liked a lot. I connected to the lyrics more so of just feeling bad for her, since, it's a crappy situation to be in.
Mm-hmm. With that song, I found out that a lot of Laufey's songs are like actually just covers of like,
Oh, really?
yeah, because like I was listening, like Spotify was like, listen to this like 1950s, 60s, or 70s freaking jazz or whatever, and I was like, okay, I will. And then I was like, this is Laufey's song. I'm like, hang on, Laufey's song is Whoozy Doo's song.
Cool. This next one's named after one of my favorite movies. Track number 12, Serendipity.
I won't pretend I've been desolate. I won't pretend I've been blue. Coincidences and cosmic signs. I'm falling fast, feeling gravity. Have proved that I am quite naive. I swear that this time it's
That might be my new favorite. I feel like it's either this back half or it's just that I've finally settled into the album, because I feel like I'm settled in now, but we're at the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'm settled in song 2, sometimes I'm settled in at the back half, but that means when I re-listen to it, I like it more. That's why I feel like I can't accurately like rank something if I haven't listened to it 2 or 3 times. I feel like everyone who listens to stuff off rip and is able to judge with full confidence how they like it is a little crazy. On to track number 13, Letter to My 13-Year-Old Self. I like the, storytelling coming back. Liked it a lot.
Yeah, this one's very like personal to me. I can relate on so many levels. It's like some aspects of it, of course, I can't relate completely. Like she was a foreign kid from Iceland in America, but like the whole like oh curly hair thing, like I never understood like my hair, and I always thought like everybody would think I was weird because like almost all the girls like they always had their like straight or like perfectly wavy hair. Their moms like knew how to do their hair, and I was like, am I weird? Like my mom didn't put my hair up in French braids today. Like what? And then this song also makes me think about like the movie Little Miss Sunshine, which I also relate to because I was like, I had the same, not the same experience, but I was like the same, like overweight kind of girl, and I was always like super insecure about everything. And it's just like, I know now, like, I know I'm not as old as Laufey and don't have as much wisdom as her as like she looks back on her 13-year-old self, but I can still look back on my like elementary school stuff or even just like last year. I can just like see my progress and growth in myself.
That's definitely what I pull from the song since I can't relate to much in this one.
Yeah, it is very like girl focused kind of
Yeah.
like oh what like just like the same kind of
I
like
feel like that sort of comes with the territory though, because there's a lot of things that, like a lot of stuff in Tyler's music, like earlier, that I connect with that I don't know if you would, connect to on the same level.
yeah.
Like when he was talking about how, like, a lot of, like, when he, uh, mainly just him being like, I just want to take a girl on a date. I don't really, care about all the stuff I talk to my friends about, like how we fuck, how, she gives good slop and stuff like that.
Mm.
You're gonna sing about what you've experienced and stuff like that. But yeah, I like the idea. I'm looking at little shithead me who didn't really know what I would say I wasn't super, like, I think I was insecure in junior high, but I wasn't super insecure. But like, I don't know. I worked through everything. I got better. And looking at myself now to then, obviously a lot of growth has happened. And for you, I feel like a lot of growth has happened even though you're on the butt end of middle school, which is still, I don't know, you definitely are more mature than I was back then though. But
sure.
I got, I don't know. We've both grown and such. The last and final track, the title track, track number 14, Bewitched. I like that one a lot. It had a lot of stuff going on instrumentally. I liked the premise. It reminded me of like my first love and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say this is like finally the song where she gets the man, and it's like it's not some like new giddy feeling, and it's not some like heartbreaking, sorrowful. It's just like a
Yeah.
finally like this is what I've been waiting for, and I'm just so unbelievably happy and like confused, but like it feels right.
Let's go on to our overall thoughts. I feel like this album, I've heard it's very good from everyone who's heard it. For good reason. It's very tight. It's very good. I don't think there's a moment in here that's sort of wasted. Not really anything that doesn't need to be there. So I liked it a lot. I'll probably definitely will be listening to it, in the future.
I've enjoyed this for like I don't know, almost a year or something. Whenever it came out.
September. So not really close.
No, really close.
We're almost at half a year.
But I was there when she dropped it. I was there when from the start was her not leaked, but her like teaser to Bewitched. And I was like, I didn't even know that it was a teaser. I was like, well, this is a fire single. And she's like, how about 13 other dance songs just like it? I was like, yeah!
If you liked, go down, subscribe, maybe leave a comment. And yeah, we'll see you next time.